Streaming on. Next action is you just have to download this document for signing. Okay, and then open the OJT log for discussions. Okay, for signature, I'll open that. Another document for signing. I'll sign them after. Ay lang. Go open siya. And then okay. Copy pasting the discussion from yesterday. ERP next, frequently asked questions. No, that's not it. Guess I'll control. So let's do this. Share a tab. OJT log. Let's try to use the action system of ano. So action is control, sorry, shift at, and then yung not checklist. May ano siya eh. At task. Hey Nico, how you doing? Title. Oh, hey.
Anyway, yeah.
Call this example. Assignee, let's say Ivan. And then date. For follow up on Friday. Example lang.
For timing tasks. Yep.
Example lang. Just ano lang. I'm playing with the task system.
Format.
Yeah, I'm just playing with the task system na ano.
Okay.
Mali ito. Bakit dapat ayun, normal lang siya. Okay. Okay, so that's how it works. Sorry, just I saw it one time. I just might as well try it now. Example lang. So does that mean if I create another one, I can?
That's good.
Wait a minute. Shift out. How do I? Okay. Wait Can I? Ayun. Assign a task. Okay. You click that to assign a task. So example. So I mouse. I write something, then I assign a task. Okay. I get it. So okay, let's go. Actually, I'll just follow up sila Jason. Give them the the meeting if they can walk through. Then after that we'll go to so si Jason. PDTD na lang. Has Sir Ray contacted you? Has Sir Ray contacted you? Ray De Los Reyes, the safety guy.
Wait.
Anyway, they want another evacuation plan project for
Michael Magsinos, the one who texted.
Okay, so that must be his subordinate. So the goal is for Convergys or something? Wait, what did he say in his text to me? Sir, we want may ERP for design po kasi si Cognizant. Okay, si Cognizant. So si Cognizant yung client. So similar thing. We are trending towards doing this for all these other clients. Okay, so ayun. So I sent to PDTD. Hi Jason. Jason, can you send someone to explain the samples, and then call this si TPDD. TPDD. Ayun. Ernest, can you send someone who can explain the blow up detail? So our goal is to know what specifically should be produced in the blow up detail. Yung blow up detail, thinking ko it's the same as the select object and then project, pero there's a way to crop out other details. Yan yung worry ko eh. Worry ko is like, is there a way to crop out other details when you do blow ups? I'm sure it's like nandyan sa, if the terminology is standard, if the terminology is standard, if the terminology is standard, particularly blow up details, then hey Jason. Sige, I'm gonna ask some questions about the sample. Ay, kulang to sorry CAD sample drawings. Ay, nandito pala. Nandito. Kala ko, nakalimutan ko. If the terminology is standard, blow up details, then we can probably search it. Search it in the forums. If not, we will have some keywords for research. Okay, so Jason, I just need to go through the sample. So yung easy. So yung easy is itong cabinet na to, no?
Yes, sir.
So example, when you get this cabinet from Makati, at what level of detail binibigay sa inyo? Ganito naka-detailed siya or ano siya?
Hindi, sir. Kami na po nag-detail. Ang alam ko, sir, may kasama akong select na.
Ito? Hindi,
Isip ko
wait.
na send.
Wait lang ito na yon. So, kinombine ko na siya. Ito na ba lahat yun? 24 drawings eh.
Opo, sir.
Tama ba? Okay. Magagawa, ayan, okay. 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 So you're currently using AutoCAD for this, no? Jason, for this view, the 3/4 view,
Saan po, sir?
yung sa ay sorry, di ko pala naka-share. Sorry.
Hindi na, sir.
Di ko pala share. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Nakatingin ako sa ibang screen eh. So ito ba yung naka-share? Ito ba yung naka-share? Ito ba yung ginagamit nyo si AutoCAD for?
Opo.
So, ilang tao may access sa ganitong software para makagawa ng ganito right now?
Yung gamit natin ngayon, sir, lahat naman kaya.
Lahat naman kaya. Okay.
Opo.
So, of that, ilan yung license natin? Wala. Alam ko, yung
Yun
2D ka...
Hindi ko na-clear kanila, sir. Kanila, Kuya Mike.
Sa understanding ko, wala tayong license na ganyan eh. Alam ko, yung 2D AutoCAD na 2007 ang nasa inyo eh. Yan yung huling sabi sa akin. Kasi may inventory ako dito eh. Ano yun? Inventory IT inventory. So, I tried to consolidate all the IT inventory into one sheet. Thanks to the OJTs. The OJTs created this, which I keep showing to the management to justify the OJT program. And they don't see that since we didn't do it, that means there really was never the capacity to do it. So, digital assets. That's walang licenses. Sige, tanongin ko na lang si Talungin ko na lang si si Mike isama dito yung digital licenses. Pero alam ko, wait
Ito sir, tinatawagan ko na sir.
AutoCAD licenses. Okay. AutoCAD licenses. Ito, virtual licenses. Wala eh. Wala.
Busy siguro sila sir. Hindi na sumasagot sa line nila.
Okay.
Sir, excuse po.
Yeah.
Mag-out na lang ako sir. Nandiyan naman si Maki. Kasi may meeting din kami sa production.
Sige.
Ay sir.
Okay, thanks Jason. Sige, si Maki nandyan, no? So Maki, sige, so right now, so one of the questions is how many licenses we have, how many licenses we actually have for the plant. Alam ko yung may ZW CAD kayo, di ba? Maki, may ZW CAD kayo?
Hello.
Oh, yun, narinig na kita. Oh. Sorry, ano?
Walang boses?
Ayun, clear na. Okay, clear ka na.
Wait lang sir, magpapalit lang ako ng headset.
Okay. So, share. How many licenses do we have? So that's the key question for the plant.
Hello sir.
Ayun. Okay. Ilan?
Before sir, gamit talaga namin dito sir, ang license is AutoCAD talaga siya sir na 2D, saka AutoCAD na may 2D at 3D. Yung AutoCAD na 2D ang gumagamit nun tatlo, tapos yung isa namang AutoCAD na may 2D and 3D, apat kami nun dati sir. Kasi yung apat kasi nun naka-specify lang siya sa mga difficult design sir na kailangan talaga i-3D.
Pero naka soft expand to, no?
Yes sir, naka-soft expand po yan sir.
Yung AutoCAD 2D, naka soft expand din to?
Yes sir.
So, okay, one license. So, one license tayo each.
Yes po sir.
Okay. So that's just yan yung kailangan. Yan yung ano ko kasi may peso value yan eh. Mga 50 to 70,000 pesos per. Actually, ano yan? AutoCAD license Philippines. AutoCAD license price. Autodesk. Sorry I think this is the baka LT to eh. Buy online.
Alam ko sir yung 2D sir, AutoCAD Lite ata.
Yung
Tawag
2D
nila.
lang, oo.
Opo.
So ito yun, no? Ito yun. So ito yung dalawa. So lagay ko lang, screenshot ko lang siya. So that is, ano tawag mo dito? Yung tatlo is 20,000 23,000 PHP per year. Yung isa, this is ano, tumaas na yung dollar. 57. 1865. 106,000 per year. Per year. Okay, okay. So yeah, per PHP per year. Per user. Ito yung savings natin basically once implemented. Ernest, nandiyan kayo, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Ilan yung naka-soft expand pa rin kayo or hindi na? Naka 2D kayo, naka ZW CAD kayo, di ba?
Ongoing na yun, sir. Ongoing na yun yung pagpapalit ng mga naka-soft expand.
Yung
Parang piece by piece.
Okay, so yung ZW CAD,
Yes, sir.
2D ba or 3D ZW CAD ang kinuha nyo?
Alam ko, sir, capable sa mag-3D.
Ayaw mag-save. Tayo lang. Ayaw.
Alam ko, sir, yung CW capable.
Store. ZW CAD store. Saan yung product? So you got, kasi I don't know which license you got eh. So the store, loko. Ayun. So you got the professional which has the 3D, which is so if you got that, we paid that much kasi yung 2D design is 50,000 eh, mga yung 45,000 eh. Okay, so just double checking lang. So okay, okay, so next, just to clarify lang how many what's at stake lang. So ilang kayo ngayon? Ilan na si technical? Ilan na si technical?
Sa TPDD, sir.
Sa TPDD.
Ryan. 21, sir, yung mga technical.
21 technical. Pero lahat na magkakaroon na ng ZW CAD, no?
Dapat, sir. Pero yung lumang AutoCAD, yung solo, pinapagamit pa rin, sir.
So AutoCAD solo.
Yung 2011, 2007.
Kasi alam ko,
Sa amin, sir, 2012.
yung alam ko is that you only got this na 6 na licenses. 8 licenses, 8 licenses. 8 to 6 to 8 licenses. Na 2D lang.
Yes, sir, yung dati ko.
So
Nag-add nga yun yung sinasabi niya, sir, na CW.
nag-add na ng ZW CAD. Yeah, nag-add sila. So 21 technical, what you call this, I know you have 6 to 8 licenses, pero either way, if the licenses are what I think it is, which is, kasi sabi sa akin ni IT na yung ginastos nila is was 49,000. So there's a chance na ito yon, or pwede ito yon pero diniscount nila. So just depends lang. Pero sabi mo parang may 3D siya?
Yes, sir, yung mga bagong install ngayon.
So I'll just
Yata, sir, yung promo, parang pag bibili ka ng tatlo, parang may libreng isa.
okay. Ryan, can you Ryan Michael Solomon, Ryan, interview and ask how many technical are still in 2D CAD. So that means the old AutoCAD licenses. AutoCAD Lite licenses. Okay, so this is just the scope. So our project will impact these guys. Since ito bayad na to and then susulitin naman nila. Di ko alam kung may automatic bill of materials ba to. ZW CAD bill of quantities. Bill of quantities. Wala. Bill, ano yung isa pang capability? Kasi may 3D siya eh. So I assume may projection siya. So may projection feature. So projection feature is yung ginagawa, yung ito. Sorry. Yung kaya mo magawa ng ganitong view. Projection. So dito yung projection. Okay. So okay, going back, so I'm just answering lang. So yung scope ko, I know, so I think I can guess na what you call this, this is pretty much all plant technical, all plant technical is affected. So that's 6 to 5 to 6 people. And in call this Makati, parang alam ko 6 to 7 like people who have to use 2D AutoCAD. Pero eventually once this many people are using FreeCAD, parang it's just easier to transfer files between FreeCAD once the system is set up versus to what you call this versus the other. Okay, so next thing that I have to ask is yung sa sample drawings. So ito yung easy. Wala akong nandiyan ba si Archie. No, pero Archie, I'm tasking you more stuff on electrical eh. Pero if you can perform some of the tasks, that's great. That way you have more 3D CAD experience. Kasi yung electrical namin, sila Sir Carlito at the group, importante yung planning nila in 3D. So, maganda kung imagine mo yung gagawa ka ng mga panel boards and kaya mo gumawa ng mga ganitong similar planning stage ng mga cable tray. Pinaplano mo yung cable tray, panel board, saan sila, so you can draw it in 3D CAD, in FreeCAD. So if you're able to draw the panel boards, the piping, measure it, and then make a bill of materials for the piping, for the cabling, malaking tulong siya in your employability. And that means that if they get you train the other technical how to use FreeCAD, and the company naman in return, they don't have to they don't have to invest on 50,000, 60,000 pesos of CAD software per user, plus the upgrades needed for the computer to run. Kasi most likely 10-year-old computers ang gamit nila eh. all our computers in the office are roughly saan ba yun? All our computers in the office are this old. So if you'll notice, majority are 10 years old or about 10 years old. As you heard, ayun, kita ba? Kita ba? So ito yung age ng mga computers namin sa office. So if you have to upgrade pa that, and we're upgrading that with computers that we got na 2015. 2015 is how many years ago? Mga 8? So as far as I know, we're going to upgrade it to this level. So it's not a big deal. Like so far maganda naman this to this level. So rarami lang yung dito. Hindi rarami yung ano. So in the end, if a company will upgrade, they'll have to pay the 20,000 to 30,000 pesos for a new PC and 10 to 20,000 pesos for the basic licenses for Microsoft, and then they have to pay 50,000 pesos for the CAD software. So let's say cheapest 20, 10, 50. So that's 80,000 pesos per person ang cost. So that's just call this. I'm just showing you why this project was the financial reason behind the project. So yeah. And note na historically the plant has always been forgotten. Historically kinakalimutan yung plant sa upgrade. So when they got the licenses, hindi kinasama yung plant. And I know the reason why they got the licenses. You got it because they required Viber for all the users. And Viber is a memory hog. So if you run Viber in your PC and you're using an important software like AutoCAD or etc., it will hog the memory and cause it to crash. So since naka soft expand sila, which is already resource the PC dividing resources for multiple users, nag-introduce ka pa ng Viber, crash yan ng crash. So there's wala kang magagawa dyan. Okay. So yeah. Going back, sorry. So this, you get this may picture kayo ng ano yung binibigay sa'yo ni Makati? Denzel? Maki, sorry. Mas less detailed yung binibigay sa inyo, di ba?
Yes sir, kasi yung binibigay minsan sa amin, yung labas lang sir. Sa amin kasi sir, labas pati na loob.
So yung
Kaya mas
binibigay
more detail talaga yung amin.
Okay, so
Kumbaga yung construction ng item talaga ang ginagawa namin sir. Paano siya i-build, paano siya patitibayin, para yun yung susundan ng production sir.
So yung binibigay sa inyo yung total length. Hindi binibigay sa inyo yung total length and height. Hindi siya binibigay yung parts basically. Tama ba?
Binibigay lang nila sir, top view, front, tapos side or section, ganun lang. Minsan sa amin kasi sir, pag ito mga easy lang to sir eh. Pag yung kagaya nung kanina sir, yung difficult, yung reception, ang binibigay lang nila, yung labas lang, itsura lang ng labas. So ang ginagawa namin, kagaya nung ganyan sir, ganyan, hindi nagbibigay si Makati ng ganun sir. Yan. Ayan sir oh. So kumbaga,
Okay.
pag binigay sa amin dito, himay-himayin pa na namin sir, isa-isahin pa namin yun sir, kung paano siya bubuuin, paano patitibayin, saan dadaan yung wire, saan ilalagay yung mga outlet, ganun sir ba?
So binibigay sa iyo picture at site measurements. Bahala kayo ipagkasyahin sa loob ng site. Discarding nyo yan?
Sir, kumbaga paano siya ina-knock down na, kasi hindi mo siya ma-deliver yung ganyang kalaki sir eh. So hahatiin mo siya. So yun yung i-propose namin na okay ba kay designer na may hati yung gitna, magkakaroon to ng linya, ganun sir.
Receives the following.
Sa perspective kanila sir, wala kasi siyang ganun eh.
Pictures and site measurements. Diba? Site measurements. Pictures and site measurements. Everything else is planned. So, importante talaga na naka 3D kayo. Kasi when me and Nico was planning yung condo namin with FreeCAD, nakakatulong kasi pinapakita ko sa wife ko yung ano, yung like, oh hindi kakasya dito yung ganito. So, instead of getting king size bed, kumuha kami ng double. And that's how we planned it. Kasi nakikita namin yung measurements, nag back and forth kami about anong natitirang space kung ganyan. And then syempre may stand-in model ako na ako yon. So ako umiikot sa nandito ba yung ano ko? Yung nandito pa rin yung check ko lang kung nandito pa rin sa files ko yung nandiyan ba? Hindi. Wait I think it's in the files that Nico gave me. Kasi si Nico yung gumawa ng model eh. FreeCAD condo? Tingnan ko lang kung nandito sa akin. Right, check ko lang dito sa file manager ko. Home FreeCAD condo. Portico. Sige, hinahanap ng PC ko kung saan siya. So, okay. So, site measurements. So, definitely magkaka-architectural tayo, basically. Architectural. Sorry, share. Nakita naman. So, we'll have a architecture, workbench, making site models. So I'll default assign the task to si Alex. Bahala siya mag-discarte kung kanino niya isa. Mukhang he's close to Mel. Tama ba? He's close with Mel kasi classmates sila. Call this site models. So anong nakukuha mong Maki, anong nakukuha yung information tungkol sa site? Like, naririnig ko na paminsan like hindi kayo nagpapa-approve kayo, hinihintay nyo yung sa mga meetings natin, hinihintay nyo may site measurements. Ano to? Action request na naghihingi kayo ng site measurements?
Minsan sir, nilalagay nila yun sa drawing kagaya nung kay 3DA nakalagay plus and minus. Ibig sabihin nun sir, ina-actual pa nila talaga yun. Kino-coordinate namin, kino-confirm na wala. Minsan sa Viber lang muna sir. Tapos nakalagay lang doon, verify.
Sige,
pag mga kwan yan sir, pag mga wall to wall. Pero kung hindi naman siya wall to wall na nakatayo lang doon sa may gilid, parang reception, pwede na namin gawin yun sir, ganun.
Sige, Maki.
Minsan, pero tini-3D pa rin namin yan, sir. Kasi binibigay lang sa amin ni 3D at ni Makati, 2D lang, sir. So, minsan, nahihirapan din kasi si production i-visualize. So, tini-3D namin yan para ma-visualize nila kung anong parts yun. Lalo na yung interior nun, paanong kabit ng mga kahoy, ganun. Mas nangihingi kasi ng details si production, sir, eh.
Sige. Sige, ito. So si Alex at si Mel, i-assign ko sa kanila ito muna. So let's say Mel. Assign task edit. Let's see si Mel. M Reyes. So save. So make site models. And then hingi ako ng floor plan ng requesting sample floor plan, sample floor. So Maki, nilagay ko dito requesting sample floor plan of a project. Any sample floor plan. Test naman to eh. Sample update aside guys. Sample floor plan of any project of any project. So tab, okay, you press tab to update it. Okay, architecture worker, making site models, develop the procedures or list the challenges and requirements for making site floor plan. So tab. Okay. And then same as bakit nag-change siya? Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, sorry. Kunin ko lang yung um, floor plan. Again, if you can, Archie, if you can do this, it will be a good added value sa'yo as an opportunity. And you can, that would increase your skill set. You can negotiate for a higher rate, probably 10%. Or sorry, you can, of course, if you have a skill like that, you go for 20 to 30% increase. Upsell mo yung kaya ko turuan yung staff nyo to justify, if you can justify kaya mo turuan yung staff nyo, pwede mo mag-negotiate ng 50 rate. So lagyan natin si Archie dito. Si Alex date target natin. I know they're busy, pero just the problems lang, listing all the problems, same as sorry okay, tab. Sige, next is requesting sample. Okay, so tama. And then okay, so that's the deliverable. So target nito Friday ma-set up for Maki. Yung goal is baka Thursday share mo na lang sa amin yung PDF ng sample lang. Maki, understood ba?
Yung plan ba, sir? Yung iniingi niyo, sir?
Yung floor plan na binibigay nyo, di ba kailangan mag-shoot yung furniture sa loob, di ba?
Hindi, sir. Ang binibigay sa amin, sir, hindi din totally floor plan. Parang area lang siya yung binibigay na dito nakalagay siya.
Okay. Area lang.
Pero
area.
minsan kasi,
Ayun.
area lang siya, sir, na may wall-to-wall na drawing. Ganun lang, sir. Yung binibigay nila. Tapos, binibigay sa amin ni Makati, yung sukat lang ng wall-to-wall. Yung specific na area lang na dun, sir. Ganun lang yung binibigay nila sa amin, sir.
So, requesting sample area of any project that is used to determine the size of the joinery furniture. Okay. Sige, okay lang. I just need to I need it in my notes. Tab. Tama, tab. Okay, so I need it. So there. Update task. Okay, so next is yung okay, so tapos na ako kay kanila Maki. Kakausapin ko si Ernest. Sorry Ernest, yung I got around to matagal sa inyo. Buksan ko na lang yung sample blow up details. Ito ba yun? Sample blow up details. So, Ivan, since you're going to be working with the parts workbench, parts and part design, so parang if we use Blender as an analog to describe features of FreeCAD, that's so good that we got Blender first before FreeCAD para may analogs tayo. Parang si parts is like object mode, and then part design is edit mode ng object. But at the same time, it's also like object mode kasi 'di ba may yung modifiers nasa object mode level din. So yeah. So Ernest, yung understanding ko, so gagawa kayo ng ganito. So you were also given the same minimum information, tama ba? Ernest, ganito kaliit yung you're given the same information like si Planta, yung space lang, and then kailangan pagkasyahin nyo yung ano, yung yung furniture, tama ba?
Iba po sa amin, sir. Bali sa amin, yung design na perspective, yung design po namin, ginagawan po namin ng blow-up details. Kami na po yung nagdidetalye. For copy po ito sa site ng mga PM natin. Yan na po yung actual na itatayo sa site.
So may model kayo, may 3D model kayo, and then gagawa kayo ng CAD file nito. Tama ba?
Yes, bali sir, yung elevation kinukuha namin sa SketchUp.
Yung elevation sa inyo kinukuha sa
SketchUp file, sir. Tapos tinitrace na lang para mas malinis.
okay. I'll write that down. Plan.
Yung sa planta kasi, sir, mas maganda kasi sample, sir, dyan, yung talagang product. Example, sir, yung dusting table, kaya reception counter, yun talaga, sir. Kailangan iikot mo talaga yung 3D model nun para mag-visualize yung sa planta talaga. Yun yung nakikita kong magandang example ng yung LibreCAD. Kasi makukuha nila doon yung orthographic view, yung isometric, 3D, saka yung model talaga. Sa amin kasi, sir, more on elevation yan. Parang
Window.
reference.
So
Talagang civil work talaga yan, sir.
so parang may civil works talaga siya.
Yes, sir.
So ganito, sorry. Ano yun? Preferences. Nalaman ko sa preferences. It's anong workbench yun? Yung sketcher pala yun, yung may grid. Ay, hindi sketcher.
Which one?
Yung may grid.
Grid? I mean,
Grid, pero if you're in sketcher mode, it's grid pero general. Yung para
tignan ko nga. Architecture mode has a grid.
show axis, show frame. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay lang. Ayun yun, may axis na siya.
Picture na. Ayan.
So yung understanding ko, so basically, so tama ba the uses kasi. So first, so yung first input nyo is the 3D model. Galing from 3DA, tama ba?
Sa amin, sir.
Oo.
Design namin.
Or
Pag-design po namin.
galing sa site visit or as built.
Sa amin mismo, sir, kasi kami yung design.
Kayo nag-visit, 'di ba?
Opo.
First input, site
Pag
visit.
pag nagawa namin, sir, yung perspective, yun, nagsasite po din yung tao namin. Tapos gagawa ng blow-up details. Yung sa team ko rin yun, sir.
Alam mo sa Blender, may mga may mga app na ginagamit si phone, and then iikot mo si phone sa site, ipapan mo siya. Ipapan mo si phone, and then may program. It's used to generate game areas, 'di ba? Parang nasa isang lugar ako, pipicture ko to. And then si Google na, si YouTube, si Blender na ang si software na ang maggagawa sa kanya into a 3D model. And then pwede mo siya import sa Blender or pwede mo siya import sa Unity, sa Godot for So parang like, may mga free, alam ko may mga free versions dun eh. So imagine mo na hindi na kayo pupunta doon. Yung site personnel, sila na lang mag-re-record ng ano 'yun? Ng site, and then mag-create na lang tayo ng automatic 3D model. Hindi na kayo magsa-site visit. Pero may 3D model kayo ng location. Pero
Would be nice.
pero hindi pwede yan sa Accenture, kasi sa Accenture ano yan eh. Bawal magdala ng device.
Mm.
They have to memorize they have to memorize, walk out, write it down in a notebook, then leave the notebook, go back in, measure.
Weird nga. Oh, wow.
Site visit by designer. So you do a site visit by designer, create it in SketchUp. Tama ba? Site visit notes to, no? Tama ba, Ernest?
Yes, sir. Site visit is gagawa ng layout at perspective.
Then create SketchUp layout and perspective.
Yes po. Para sa
Are these
design proposal.
Are these two different files?
Yes, sir. Yung space planning kasi yung layout talaga.
So yung layout is
nauuna.
anong program ginagamit mo sa layout?
Yun po yung ginagamit natin AutoCAD. Space planning.
So may malakas na impact pa rin si 3D si FreeCAD, kasi gagawin na nyo lahat sa FreeCAD, and then ipo-project mo na lang yung drawing mo sa FreeCAD into a 2D drawing. Hindi ka na kailangan mag-AutoCAD at mag-SketchUp. Mag-aano lang ka, mag-FreeCAD ka lang, and you do both tasks there. Okay. SketchUp. Okay. I think kaya mag-import si Blender ng FreeCAD, 'di ba, Nico? May mas siya eh.
Blender, yeah. I mean, hindi siya perfect, pero it works.
When you go to Blender, you don't have to be perfect eh. It just has to be visually they might have to apply textures in it. Pero it doesn't have to be perfect. Pag sa CAD software, it has to be perfect because the measurements are going to be used for engineering.
You could naman eh. May both ways yan eh. You can import it. It's just that yun nga, there sometimes may pang translation problems. Pero usually pag complex lang talaga yung shape.
Does that mean that AutoCAD to? 2D AutoCAD to? Sorry. Let me stop sharing. Share yung tab ulit. Sorry. So this is AutoCAD. This is AutoCAD, and you're moving between AutoCAD and SketchUp. Tama ba?
Bali, sir, yung elevation, di ba may CAD model kami? Ay,
Oo.
may SketchUp model. Kinukuha namin din yung elevation, sir. Tapos, tinitrace na lang para malinis.
So double processing ka. Kasi you have to do it in a separate application.
Para yung line kasi, sir, medyo hindi maganda eh. Kailangan visible yung line saka yung mga dimensions maayos. Site kasi, copy to sa site, sir.
Okay. Ayun. Okay, so medyo clear na yung blowout details natin. That's very clear. As well as so basically, okay. So tama. Once nagawa na natin to sa CAD, sa FreeCAD, i-integrate na natin siya. Integrating parts design and parts with architectural workbench. This is the design, this is Makati's design workflow. They have to make 2D drawings in AutoCAD, and then reprocess it in SketchUp. We will try to do it mostly in FreeCAD, and if needed, export to Blender. But this is unnecessary because this is unnecessary because yung initial design nila is really ano tawag mo dito? Dapat magparacetamol na ako. Uh, so integrating parts and design. Okay, so this one we'll figure this out once we have all the inputs and challenges. Once the other guys determine the challenges. So the parts design and parts. So si Ivan and actually si Hendrik and actually optional si Archie. But Ivan and Hendrik, so you guys were able to make models na of the blowers. Tama ba, Ivan? Yeah, tama ba? You were able to make
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll start na po dun sa ventilation, I guess, mamaya or tomorrow. I'm just
Okay.
studying lang po, sir, yung mga reference pictures po dun sa para mas madali ko po siyang ma-visualize.
Ayun. People sending yeah. So this is the old one, the 2016 that was before. That's why we had so it is not in a cured area, it's not in a climate controlled area. It is in a basically a simple area with uncontrolled ventilation, and then we later on tried to engineer it properly. We made some mistakes, we made assumptions that we shouldn't have. I'm there for scale purposes para makita mo yung size, kasi again yung nakikita mo yung tao, you can see the size of the blowers in proportion. So yan. So you will be using the parts design and parts. So first yung create sample parts and models, and then the next is to project it to 2D. So yung analyze the workflow. So parang call this analyze the workflow. How to import the PDF or reference image. That's a very crucial step. How to align it, as well as how to once you make the parts, yung flow of assembling the parts. Parang for understanding ko, gagawa ka ng square, gagawa ka ng plane, gagawa ka ng then extrude mo siya, you're gonna sculpt it, and then you'll sculpt it based on some dimensions, and then you will assign it. We don't have to be very precise. This is for kasi experiment lang to. The important thing is end to end. How did you assemble it? How did you create each part? How did you assemble it? And how did you order it? So 'di ba yung sa may bill of materials siya. Sorry mag-ano ako. Stop presenting, share window. May bill of materials ba dito sa sa AutoCAD at FreeCAD at sa ZWCAD? May ganyan ba? May ganyang properties? Kasi nung nakikita ko siya, parang wala eh. It shows you each item, each line, pero you do not have the ability to give a lot of details. Like you cannot write down all these things. So may pwede kang lagay ng label. I think you can even put descriptions, I think. And notes. May ganyan ba sa AutoCAD? Ernest Denzel. Yung ganito. Alam ko baka sa SketchUp sigurado ko may ganyan siya. Sa SketchUp, sa AutoCAD ba meron bang ganito like louvers, mga ganyan, upper floor louvers. You can break it down and then you can child it. So you can, so kita mo yung model is the parent. Pwede ka mag-parent and child. Meron bang ganyan?
Yung po sa CAD, sir, wala eh.
Okay, that's a big
Ang
deal.
meron yan, sir, ang meron yan, sir, sa ibang software nila, yung Revit.
So parang Revit na to. Actually, yan yung kino-compare nila talaga si FreeCAD to eh. They're comparing it to Revit kasi meron siyang FEM, meron siyang FEM, finite element, something. Yung pag-calculate ng stress points and structural strength ng isang object, as well as may robot siya for modeling moving parts. So later on, kung gagawa tayo ng mga cabinets, yung mga collapsible furniture, yung multi-modular furniture, yung nabubukas, yung, di ba we have a furniture in Makati, collapsible office siya. So, isang node siya, nabubukas siya, nagiging office siya, nagta-transform siya as an office. So, the robotic, what you call this, workbench, the robotic workbench allows for animating the moving parts. Para nakikita mo yung range of motion, kung may tumatama, etc. Yan yung ginagawa ng workbench. So that allows Corner C later on a capability to perform Revit like design. So kaya nating kaya nating gumawa ng modular high-level furniture. Usually those furnitures are 2 to 3 times more expensive na because multifunctional siya. Yung alam mo yung table, yung coffee table na tumataas. And then you have to design the struts and the frames. So that's what this is for. Kasi talagang mas Revit to kaysa sa eh. Which is why it's also important later on as we do mechanical, electrical, engineering integrated planning. Window. Yan. Okay. So, how to import flow assembling parts. So, first input. Parts design. Create sample parts model projector. And then, schedule. Sige, I need how to create the methods of doing part design. Once you have the part design, try the simple design. Since it's a very simple design muna. Saan ba siya dito? Try the simple. I'm not sure kung tatagal yung, I don't think it will have enough hours left in your internship na makaka-get tayo sa moderate and difficult. Pero I want the documentation for how to do it para the next batch of engineers pwede namin i-train na. Pero again, Nico, we're gonna do the same thing. We will train them first in Blender, and then we will train them in FreeCAD because Blender gives a common problem-solving language.
Concepts.
Agree. We'll be training Blender then CAD. Kasi and yung maganda din sa Blender, it doesn't have to be engineered perfectly. It doesn't have to be precise So you focus more on yung concept, yung pag-thinking in 3D. You don't have to develop like a very specific system. So parts design, Ivan. So Ivan, I gave you Friday just yung expectation ko, Ivan, is either show the progress and show the problems encountered. And yung sa problems encountered, saan ba siya? Yung list natin, yung spreadsheet of challenges. Blender Sheet Challenge. So, update natin to. Blender FreeCAD Sheet Challenge. Sige, dito si Blender. Dito duplicate na lang natin for FreeCAD. Okay. Ano tawag mo dito? I-date ko siya. Version history, no, not version history. Details, August 3. 220803. Ayun. Okay. Uh, clear ba yung objectives?
To me.
Clear ba? For the people in the plant, expectations of plant and Makati. One, yung deliverables namin. We will list the challenges and detail the approach to succeed or accomplish the goals. And then we will plan how to attain the efficiency improvement. So that's how we're going to ano it. So these are the expectations of plant in Makati. Ano lagay ko dito? Tasks. Sorry. Tasks for we are in week 38. 38. Ay, 38. Ano yun? September 19 to 23. September 23. Okay. Okay, and then
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Sige, Ivan.
Sir, as for the deliverable, sir, on Friday, so I can already start po dun sa ventilation system po, right?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yeah. So models ka lang. You're focused on models while I'll try to assign the floor plan to the civil engineers. So we have 3 civil engineers, Miko, Mel, and Alex. Haven't seen Miko for the longest time. I will try to chase him down for his ano. Kasi naman yung ano naman yung internship naman is not parang you just have to deliver the hours. If you had an emergency that you had to defer the ano, okay naman. Of course naman you have your deadlines. You have to accomplish I know you have to accomplish your 480 hours before end of before your next by the end of the term, tama ba? LaSalle term is 3+ months, di ba?
3 months, sir.
3 months, ayan.
Yes, sir.
So, yun. So you have to accomplish it in the we can always do catch up if you have an emergency. Anyway, this is all remote, so I know you have to go to province and stuff back and forth. So kaya and again, I am results based. I'm more focused on the results. Whenever it's comfortable to you is okay. Okay. So Nico, you developed some new techniques, particularly sa architectural.
It's not really new techniques, but I found out how to use the thing well, properly. So I might as well show
Yeah.
how certain things are done. Because if you haven't used the architectural thing before, it's a mess. Sige, I'll put it up.
So note that Nico's
share
PC
it, I guess.
is yung PC ni Nico is an i5 that is 2015. So it's
Something like that.
It's 2015, so it's
It was pretty good in 2015.
so that is to demonstrate na he's able to stream and demo while using this app. So it's very
I guess
efficient siya.
I will. Why isn't FreeCAD here? Oh well, I'm getting this similar problem. Oh, here. Nope, it's working. Yay. Okay, sharing FreeCAD. You'll see the architectural. What do you call that? Workbench here. Wonder why it's taking so long. Anyway, so normally, let's say we'll make a small room of sorts, and you want to get exact measurements and stuff. For example, um, let's use, let's say we have a room, right?
Mm.
One of the easier things to do is apparently to use the XY coordinates here. Basically, those are measurements, but not coordinates. So, for example, you want a something like a 20-meter by 10-meter room or something. You basically just type and then meters and then type 10 meters, enter, enter. It creates the thing, like that. And you can reposition this here with the placement. Normally, I like to position it at 0, just so its corner is at 0, 0 here. Not that you can really see it properly. So you have this. Oh, there's something I forgot. When you make that, let's do it again. Um, the faces should be off, so it doesn't create a face object. Anyway, let's do that over. Oh, my day. I keep forgetting that. Oh well. Let's do that again. Here, filled rather. That should be off. Then 20 meters by 10 meters. And, oops, sorry. If you move it, it gets, what do you call that? It gets, the values change again. So just enter, enter, enter. Position this at 0. Oh, well, here. 0, 0. And so you have this rectangular area, which when you select, you can make a wall. I already have preset stuff here, but basically the wall thickness and other measurements are like here somewhere. Where's that? I think it's here, 3 length. Wait, 3 meters. Height 3 meters. I don't know what this length thing is. I think it's probably um, where's the thickness? Width is 0.30 meters.
Yeah, that's the thickness.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so you have this. If you look around, you have this thing. Now, when applying windows and stuff, windows and doors, they both use the window tool. You could put that there. Actually, it's normally best to be on the view you're looking at, but sometimes you have to look into places and angles, let's say because the scene is complicated. But you basically place this here. Now, let's say currently it's in a door setting because the default thing was a door, um, and it's not placed right, right? In fact, it's not anywhere great at all. You can modify the placement in Sketch. So you can change the, you look here, Z-axis here in Sketch. Now, what happens when you move it, for example, I'll put this to 0. Was that too far down? It's too far down. Okay. Oh, it's not even on the thing. It's weird. Let me remove that. Yeah, let's remove the door again. Because normally it should go here. I think I should wait for it to light up. Uh,
Ayun. Yeah, yeah. Nag-light up siya. Ibig sabihin, it's activated on that door. Yeah.
there. Is it? No, it's not. Weird. Let's try it without the light. What happens? Whatever. Let's do. It's being weird.
Yeah, those are the challenges we want to document. Like, method, reliably, lining.
So, let's say we put it here, right? It puts a hole in the wall, but let's say it's not in the right position. It's easier when it's the front side. Anyway, normally it'd probably be best to make single walls and just make the parts invisible so that you don't have to do it from a weird angle. You can just make the parts invisible by selecting, for example, and pressing spacebar. Selecting them here, press spacebar. Anyway, so you have this, and you want to change its position. The sketch is where you change its position. But what happens when you change its position, for example, to 0, is there's still a hole here. Let's say you want to move it sideways. I'm trying to remember which side. Oh, that's not right. Should probably be this one. Put it at 15, maybe? There. Um, and let's say you want to change the door a little. 1 meter. How high is the door? I'll just make this
Two-
maybe
2.5 is fine.
Mhm.
2.5, 2.2.
Oh, can't change the value here. Oh
No,
well,
it's in the sketch. You change the
Yeah.
value in the sketch.
the sketch probably.
Yeah.
Yep. Where is that? I probably have to
So
do it here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you change the values here. Basically, removing constraints, moving this higher, because there seems to be a constraint here of 1 meter. Let's say make that 6 feet. I don't know. Uh, Basically, standard whatever. I don't know. But let's say 2 meters. Close. You're back here. The door is kinda. Let's say that's the right place for the door. Now, then you basically go to the wall and have it recompute. So the hole goes here, and you don't get weird holes in the walls. So that's basically how you use this. There are ways to modify the windows before placing them down, but you can also place the sketch here, and you can, I think, um, basically make more of them, place them on the wall. Like you can make an array here, I think. Let's try an array. On the x-axis, I think. Oops. I'm not sure this is right, but let's try it. Okay, it's too close. Let's change the parameters of the array. Uh, Placement, array, count, 10 meters. That's not good. What if... Ah, point... Oh, that's why. Okay. What if we make it 1 meter? And then enter. And what happens if we have to recompute that or something? Not really sure where it is. Oh, why is it 0.1 again? I think you have to do it here. Yeah. Let's make it 1.2. There. So you have a lot of doors, right? Then you go to this again, and I guess you recompute. I don't know if that happens. Oh well, it doesn't seem to be putting the holes in.
If I remember right, so the logic of the system is that it uses the sketch, the 2D line drawings.
Mhm.
The sketch,
You have to convert these.
it converts. You can draw a 2D square, and it'll convert it into a wall. Sorry, a window. But parang
Yeah.
alam ko may it has some rules and don't really understand. Kasi diba I was doing the windows for our condo sa
Yeah.
FreeCAD. Parang I know you can move it around. It's the position of the it's really the position of the 2D sketch relative to the position of the 2D sketch of the wall. So,
Yeah.
di ba the wall has a center line? And then that's how from the center line, you tell it, I want the center line to be in the middle, and then everything else is
Yeah.
like relative to that. Either it's the inner wall or outer wall, or it's the middle, and then the inner and outer wall is divided, divided in the middle by the center line. Parang you have to, I think, align it to that center line, and then that's when it starts figuring out, you want it ganito. So
Yeah. Well, I think you just have to somehow convert these into sketches. Try to remember where that is.
yeah, you
Draw.
have to sketch yeah.
Mhm.
Yung position ng sketch,
Close.
I think, it's the X
Mhm.
or Y alignment of the sketch.
Create sketch.
That's
No, that's creating a sketch. Edit map sketch too. Okay. So, array toggle. Yeah, we'll have to look for that. But anyway, another
okay.
thing to note when making these architectural stuff, because you could easily just, like, well, I'll figure that out here. But for the architectural stuff, you sometimes want relatively irregular wall types. So, where's that? You might have to use, for example, the polylines. And again, polylines, they won't be even or perfect if you don't actually specify exactly where they are. So 0, 0, 0. Next polyline, let's say that's 0, negative. Let's make it -5. Oh, I didn't click. -4 though. 0, -4, and then enter, and so on. And then you can just close it off later. So I forgot how long this was. I think is it a 9 or a 10? Let's say -10, 0. I think that's right. And then you close it off that way. But if you want, jutting angles, different things, that's how you use the polyline. Because if you just try to do it by hand, even if you press shift and stuff, or control or stuff, it's normally at the last part where there will be problems, and it's hard to get this exact. It will, you know, tend to be that sort of weird shape. So yeah, putting the exact coordinates is usually very handy. Um, Pretty much other than that, this thing runs roughly like the rest of the programs. You know, I mean, there. And then let's try something. Part design. Let me check something. Can you actually bore a hole in this manually? I just want to see. Let's see.
Alam ko yan, it's just you remove the settings regarding the jamb.
Mhm.
You can remove the settings regarding the jamb and the other um, features.
Well, let's try. I will select a face, or
There's someone in
hmm,
the door. I'll just check on it lang. Sorry.
yeah. Let's see. Oops, I'm not doing this. All right. I lost the screen. Where's that standard view fit all? There. Let's try that. Can you put that? Sketch. Now do you need a active body? Okay. So that means we'll try to make this the active body. Does that even work? Mm, does it work? Anyway, a lot of this is a learning experience, but with just this, you could already start to make building designs. Hold on, let me just check something. Mhm. Yep, I'm just checking something out. Mm,
Direction.
okay, so most people apparently make a box about the size of the door, and they just use that. They array it the same way, and then they use that as a subtraction to the wall because the window thing doesn't really work very well. I mean, the window tool for that, for the holes in the wall. But you know what? Let's try that. What happens if we do make a box? External reference object. What does that mean? Hmm. Nope. Okay. So let's try making a cart, maybe. Hmm. Ah, here we are, a little more familiar. And then, what if we do that? Well, you need a body, active body in the document. It's not an active body, nor is it anything like that. Okay. Hmm. But let's say we have, oops, what plane ZX, XZ, and then let's say a 2 meter by 1 meter door. Hmm. Um, let's try that. Do do. Oh, wrong. Should be this one. One. So we have that, and presumably we could kinda put it here. Let's say it's there. I think. I wonder if we can. Are there any points on this thing? Nope. There. So presumably that is correct, I think. And then we, uh, I guess, anchor that to where is the vertex? Oh, there. Let's anchor that there. Oh, 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 okay, wrong. Let's use this, this, okay, and this. Let's make it 0. Okay, have that there, and we are okay with that. And let's try to turn it into something. 50. What happens if I put like 20 here? So it's through the thing. Great. It's not even the right spot though. Okay. Let's move it a little. Do 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 do.
Hmm.
Can't go.
So basically, Ivan's gonna make some vents para siyang wall.
Well, I
Ang
think the vents would be easier with the parts and the this thing, the what's that? The loft tool.
Tama.
Pipes and that would probably be better with that. This really seems to be best for chambers and rooms.
Mm.
But let's see. Placement, position. Is that right? Not sure this is the right one. Yeah, that's a sketch. Okay. Oh well. Oh, origin. We can change the. Can we change the origin? Nope. Okay. Sketch, placement, uh, position. No wonder. Strengths. 1 meter? Okay. What if we move this? Let's say, what axis are we on? Y? Oh, attachment. Position. Is that the one you can change? Y is. What if I put it at 1? Is that the right direction? Nope. Not even the right one. How about Z? Oh, I get the 1. Okay, so it's through the wall. Now let's try uh, drafting an array of roughly the same thing with. Did I put the 1 meter there? I'm not sure. I guess I'll find out. What happened to the array? Actually, where is the array? It's weird. I didn't see anything happen. Maybe it's in the wrong axis. Array. Actually, let's see what happens if I just press OK with this. Oh, that's why. It's probably inside each other a while ago. Array. Is this the 4? 1, 4? Let's see. Or should this be the 4? And should it be where is that? Intervals of not really sure which is what. 1 meter maybe? 1.0 1 meter, 1 meter. Why isn't it changing? Because I have to change it here, not there. Okay, that's the wrong side. So y is not the right value. Okay. Now 4 and interval 0, interval 1. Let's see why it's not copying. Oh, I think I've been looking at the wrong thing. Okay. And I should have been messing with this.
Yeah, yung sa sketch is usually that's a sketch? No, that's array.
There we are. Yeah, I was just looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah, orthogonal array.
1.2. What did I put there? There. 1.2. So you have that. And can you use this or to put a hole in that? Does it work? Not sure. Does it
Yeah.
work? Let's find out. Wall array. This is not the right area. Uh, let's see. Cannot use select object. It's an active body. Okay. How about arch? Oops, wrong. Arch. Arc. Can you use that to make an arch or subtract? What was that tool? Create structure, reinforcement bar, curtain wall, building part, project entity, create a site, building object, window, roof, tools, space, panels, equipment. Oh, there, minus. Now, how do you use the minus tool? Not really sure. What happens if this goes invisible? Are there holes yet? Nope. Yeah, just experimenting here. So, that's a good question.
So I'm documenting your issues, Nico. So like, if I
Mhm.
understand correctly, so
I want to use array to make windows, but the windows don't, what do you call that? They don't put holes in the walls if they're arrayed. So that's the main issue.
I think the reason why it doesn't put a hole in the wall is because the anchor or the original settings is tied to the original item. For it to
Mhm.
put a hole in the
Yeah.
wall, it might be you do an array, then you ano yun yung sa Blender, you can create an array but you can sa Blender 'di ba yung you can put an array modifier, then you can make the array modifier a permanent setting so it creates multiple objects. Parang yan yung mangyayari eh. You might
Yeah.
have
Well.
to
Mhm.
create it into a multi-object thing. Uh, the only way an array would be able to make a hole there if it's like in Blender, if you did an array
Mhm.
and the object you made an array has ano ba yun? It has a Boolean modifier that affects all the
Oh, yeah.
objects.
I mean, I get the programming involved. It's just that there should be a way that someone built this so that you could array windows, because that would be, I mean, is there a workaround? Is there, that's we have to find out. Um, because putting the windows one by one is just plain tedious. Putting the holes one by one.
I found it in so Ivan call this Ivan Archie yung style namin na there's two people working on the problem is one of the more effective one.
Oh,
There's one
okay.
guy who's doing it. The other guy is googling the problem as he's doing it.
So let's see. Move. So, how do you transfer this? Um, Hold on. I'm going back to part design. Mark to recompute. Okay, I will move this to the body. Let's see. Can we move this to the body? Array is here. Can we put that here? Okay, it's in the body now. So at least they're on the same object. Now, uh, let's see if this works again or if this just doesn't. Wait. Base feature. Nope, that's not working either. Trying to link them.
No, that's okay.
So,
That's okay, Nico.
so this is here, yeah.
Yeah, sige, sige. Finish that.
Mhm.
Finish your thought.
I mean, this is here. Basically, I'm just gonna try. I'm trying to make it in a way that I can just subtract it from the walls.
What
Because if you
function is that?
subtract the, Hmm?
Subtraction, di ba?
yeah,
Yun yung
let's
term niya.
see. Remove them from their parents or create a hole in a component.
Di siya boolean.
So I made this parented to this, and I wanted to see if that actually, once it's parented, wait, nope, it's still not doing it, but at least it's here. And then we can use this to, let's try part design. Does any of that work? Mm-hmm. Eh, what happened? Cancel threading size. Okay, it's not getting the array. It's just doing the one object. How about this? If I select that, nope, still the one object. It's gonna use it.
Yeah,
Has to
it
be a way to convert these into something.
to an array.
Not array into actual objects. That would just simplify the what's a Boolean operation. What's this?
Um, I can imagine that when Ivan will start making louvers, he will
Mhm.
do something similar in parts.
Mm-hmm.
When he's gonna make louvers and vents, he's going to have to array the either the grills or
Yeah.
the
There's a
yeah,
lot you could use it for. So
'cause-
once we resolve this, it'll make work a lot easier for a lot of people.
and the volume dampeners.
Mm-hmm.
He will have to do it for the volume dampeners because the volume dampeners is basically again an array of ano, tama ba yun? What do you call the plane aspect of a vent? The louver. There are Ivan, ano yung plane sa louver? What you call that? Ano ba yung louver? Yan yung louver mismo? Tama ba? Yeah, sa terminology.
Matte plane, sir.
Yung 'di ba, a louver is made out of multiple planes aligned in a particular way. 'Di ba? Tama ba yung understanding ko ng louver? Components of a
Okay.
louver.
What happened here?
Ayun, yun. Nakita ko, components of a louver. So, blades pala tawag sa kanya. So, he might have to do it for the blades. Particularly arraying the blades. Yeah, arraying the blades of a louver.
That's interesting. Hold on, I'm actually
Maraming magandang drawings about components
that
of a louver.
here. Delete this. Yes.
The
whatever.
jam, the sill.
So that's here. That's the wall. and the array is here, and I made some sort of body. Right.
So may parenting siya, no? How the parenting should work.
The array is there. The body is here. Wait, which is this? I think I broke it. Okay, let's delete this and delete this. And we have that.
Logic puzzle yan eh. That's usually IT. Solving yung parent-child programming, how it was set up. Usually it's an IT problem. Particularly data scientist or programmer. Ang may skill set mag-solve nun. But if you can do it,
To work. Oh well, let's try this. So what if I make this into a body? Multiple solids may become.
yeah, a body is like an object in Blender.
Mhm.
An object can be made of sub-objects
Yeah.
using the join command. So parang gagawin mo siyang object, and then in its object you have all its components being child objects in it, and it becomes the parent object.
So you have the body there, and can you?
Mag-fever na ako. Kuha lang ako ng biogesic.
Okay. Okay. Must belong to the active body. So, what if we move that there? I can't see what I'm doing. If we move that into the wall, does that work? Nope. Base feature. Move object to other body. Okay. Okay, that doesn't work either. Let's see. Edit the body's group property and include the array. Use multi-transform linear pattern.
I'm working, so it's making things worse. I'm working.
Let's see. Edit the body's group property.
Okay. Sorry. Just got medicine.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Nico,
Yeah,
So
I'll
this-
just figure this out.
yeah. No,
Mhm.
work with the OJTs. I'll be hunting
Mhm.
them down. The
Yeah.
others, sila Miko, sila Mel, sila Archie. Actually, Archie's already gave me his schedule. So I'm meeting him after this for another matter. So for this matter, yung Blender's shared challenge sheet will be important.
Yeah.
It will allow us to break up the problem and individually pursue it.
Yep.
So
Because, as it is, with just using what we know, you can put windows and other, but you'd have to, type each coordinate for everyone.
no, that's not efficient.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's Efficient as well. Especially for bigger structures and objects.
there's an African YouTuber who makes everything. He designs buildings in Africa
Mhm.
using FreeCAD. Like the full building, the entire building, the entire structure of the building in FreeCAD.
Mhm.
So he's one of the parang examples of examples of what's that term? Ginagamit na siya, effective siya. It's just the question is kailangan mo ba siya maging perfect o kailangan mo naman na usable siya. So that is
Mm.
the important aspect of the thing.
Yeah.
So sige, with that we can wrap up.
Yeah.
So I wrote down the tasks to be examined.
Mm-hmm.
So update ko lang yung title nito,
Yeah,
and
let me pull
then
up that sheet.
yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
I'll
can
stop sharing this. Pull up the sheet. And probably figure this out later today.
yeah, definitely.
And then
Uh
where's that? Shared. Wait, is it this window? It's probably this one. Shared challenge. Load it. Okay.
yeah. I'll share the shared
Yeah.
challenge sheet. So I copied it, made the FreeCAD one.
Mm-hmm.
So Archi Workbench, snapping and aligning walls or floors, particularly the use of the grid, um, and yeah, tama. Actually, it's part of the grid thing.
Mm-hmm.
So reliably adding windows and walls and modifying windows, array windows, beams, pillars,
Mm-hmm.
and windows, walls, beams, ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Now, for reliably adding it, you really just have to face it to you, the face.
hmm,
So that means for certain buildings, rather than making use of a complex room shape, it might be best to just have simple lines turned into walls.
hmm.
So the walls are each individual pieces, and you could just shut off the other walls, and there'll be nothing in the way of your image when looking at them. I'll just demo that next time.
That's okay.
Hmm.
Setting up grid for reference, Archi Workbench, snapping, aligning walls to floors, and
Hmm.
call this to floors and 2D references. Somebody din 2D references.
Hmm?
Yeah, parang hindi ko nilagay yung 2D references.
Hmm.
Dapat 2D references. Setting up
Mm.
scaled 2D references for ease of tracing. Kunyari, you can have, like in Blender, di ba, you can just keep adding pictures for references sa loob ng
Yeah.
Blender. So,
Wait,
2D.
scaled? You can do that. That's not so hard.
Yeah.
Next time again.
Next
Basically, there's the you can import images here.
Ideally, with doc of how to do it.
Yeah. So, mhm.
Doc or desktop recording of how to do it. Okay, no rush. And then anyway, Nico, we might have a meeting later, diba? After ano.
Yeah.
I have a
What
meeting.
time are you?
We're meeting at 8:30. 8:30,
Okay.
8:15 after
8:15. Okay.
yeah. And then I have a meeting after that pa.
Oh boy.
Uh,
The usual.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So reliably adding windows and doors and walls and adding modifying the windows and doors. Then of course array, that way you can it automates the adding. Kunyari you can have a rule na it follows the wall. May ganyan siya, it'll follow the wall eh.
Mhm.
Adding I'm sure there's so there's already sila Joko Engineering Help, si Mango Jelly Solutions, and more. There are already a lot of people that
Mhm.
create tutorials in videos. The question lang is that there's a trial and error. You check out the video, you try it, doesn't work, you try out the next video, you try it. It's not, and of course you're like, as you're trying it, you're like, ganyan pala how the program's logic works, and then that's when you start like figuring out the correct solution once you tried enough tutorials na nagiget mo na yung logic. Like particularly 'di ba yung sa combo box, sa detailed combo details, yung which of them modifies the object and how to child it in a proper way that when you apply certain modifiers or certain controls, gumagana siya. It's that recipe of activities that has to be understood. So, pocketing, snapping, adding objects, pocketing, snapping, extruding. I don't know what extruding is. Anong tawag niya sa extruding sa ano? Sa FreeCAD?
What's it called again? It's just the
Pad, sir. Pad.
padding.
Padding siya. Padding. And then there's that serious problem of attaching objects, 'di ba, on the surface. Yung bug niya that you have to create a 2D sketch plane then add the object. You cannot just keep adding new objects on a surface of an object. Kasi pag magcha-child siya to that object, nagloloko. So you have to create yung orientation siya nawawala. So you have to put you have to put particular space. So saan ba yun? Call this FreeCAD. Choose in saan ba yun? Videos. Ano ba yun? Yung ito. Objects, and then yung workarounds regarding FreeCAD objects linking. So ano ba to? Forgot the name of the video. It's si Maker Tales. He has a video where he talks about all the workarounds for that. And then yung how you replicate the problem. So yung problem is when you're adding, kunyari complex object siya, you normally sa atin because we're furniture, it's planes lang, 'di ba? Boards siya. You combine boards to make a piece of furniture. But if you're creating so basically if you're creating an object that's very multi-object based, and then there are surfaces you have to create. You have a square, a cube, and then on the surface of a cube you're gonna make another cube, and then in that cube you're gonna child another cube. That's where it starts having a problem. So pero sa atin in our workflow we don't really do that. We have a board, and then it connects to another board, and it connects to another beam, and it connects to another so it's not applicable lang siya sa certain machining. It only affects machining if the items are all consolidated as one object. But if they are separate objects which need to be assembled, then the problem does not exist fundamentally. Actually, it doesn't affect us. That's the important thing. But yeah, but I don't think it will affect 99% of CSC requirements. So yeah, but it's there lang just for observation. Kasi it has the list of workaround strategies for it. Okay, so yeah. I guess it's pretty much it. Ivan, I guess when you encounter the problems, update na lang yung solution mo. And then we'll collect it, and then
Anyway, I got to go.
Yeah. You gotta go. Sige, Nico. Everyone, we can already adjourn. If no other questions, sorry.
All right. Yep.
Okay. Sige. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Okay.
Bye.
Sige. Bye. Archie, tayong susunod na meeting. Okay? Okay. Uh, hello, can you hear me? Okay, okay. So let's share screen. Wait. End stream.